Time for game number 2 between Parting and Rain. I really hope Rain can perform better. He is a very good player. That was not the Rain that I'm used to casting.
Well, you know, you have to take into consideration that Parting is probably the best PvT in the world. Rain has his work cut out for him.
Yep, a very intimidating player. In the bottom left, we have a Protoss who has some of the best build orders in the world, Parting.
Yeah, Parting!
His opponent in the upper right, legendary when StarCraft 2 first came out, now trying to reclaim his throne. Make some noise for Rain.
Well, Entombed Valley is the map. And, you know, I like this map for this matchup. It's pretty fun. You get to get that third base very easily, whether you're Terran or Protoss. But that can make death balls very scary here. All the bases are close together. It's kind of easy to defend the drops because you have ramps in front of both expansions, so you don't have to have huge chunks of your army to defend frontal attacks.
Yeah, absolutely. It's one of those maps, you're going to get a third base almost always. I think it's one of the better StarCraft 2 maps out right now because it just allows for long, drawn-out games.
Definitely.
See late game.
Now, Rain, will he go once again for some sort of all-in? I think it's quite possible because something that's very much more scary than well, it looks like he's actually going to go for a command center first. He's queued up additional SCVs. He hasn't started his oh wait, no, he has his barracks. I'm a crazy person right now.
I'll save your Artosis. Let me take this. SCV now scouting out. This is one of these maps because there's so many different starting locations. You got to have a lot of different builds. You know, if you're far away, you got to play the game differently than if you're really close.
Well, with no gases taken, though, he's going to have to go ahead and make a command center pretty quickly here.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, and this is a good build given the positions that they're in. Protoss is very far away. It's going to be hard for Protoss to push pretty heavily.
I would love to see here something like one of Gumiho's builds for TVP. Something like just tech right up to a Cloaked Banshee. It can be risky. You're going to probably want to get siege mode and whatnot. And ooh, he stopped the scouting of that command center, which is nice. But I would love to see a build like that because if he just goes into bio play, Parting has shown us time and time again that the later you get into the game with him, the more deadly he becomes.
Yeah, well said. Parting is one of the more calculated Protosses out there. You get somebody like Oz, I feel like Oz's timings are impeccable, but a Parting, every move he makes seems to have a purpose.
Yeah. Ooh, we have a proxy pylon tasteless.
All right,
what is he
I
gonna
sense
do?
aggression.
I do as well.
Let's see if he throws up a few more gateways.
I wonder if this is going to be Void Rays. Could this be a 3-gate Void Ray all-in?
Looks like
think
it
so. All right, so we are going to see him have these Void Rays pop out very quickly right near the Terran player, and of course he can warp in his gateway units. This is a very strong push, something that Genius is actually quite famous for.
Now also note that SCV that went up there, the positioning of those units, the Stalker and the Zealot, makes it look like perhaps the Protoss is going to do a quick expand. So Rain may very easily be duped here.
Well, there is a bunker up already. Of course, that's going to help out quite a bit. He's got to make a lot of Marines. Oh, he's going up to the 5 barracks without a single gas. And this is actually going to be pretty darn good against that Void Ray build. He's going to have nothing but mass Marines. And this, in and of itself, can be a little bit cheesy or gimmicky or whatever you want to call it from Terran, because a quickly teching Protoss can take this out with Colossus timings. But that's not what he's doing. He's making those flying units, the Void Rays, which actually are not so good against Marines. So I would give Rain a pretty decent shot this game.
Yeah, essentially, if he had gotten Tech Labs, we wouldn't be talking like this. But because there are no Tech Labs, it means no Marauders or Reapers. Oh, by the way, you don't want to lose that Stalker. Every unit's so important when you do an attack like this.
Yeah, this is a 1-base all-in from Parting, so he definitely needs to get something done here. And he's not showing Void Rays yet, but oh, Rain is scouting this area, and he's going to see the Void Ray, and he sees it sitting there, which means that he's waiting for more than one. He knows exactly what's going on now, and more bunkers being put up immediately.
Well, this is not an easy build to transition out of. He can charge the Void Ray up on the rocks, Or not. I guess he does not want to do that, but that's never a bad idea.
Now let's not forget that Stalkers do outrange Marines. They can sit on the low ground there, and while the Void Ray harasses, which of course it also is longer range than Marines, the Marines have to walk forward to try to hit the Void Ray and then come into range of the Stalkers.
Now notice now he's charging up on the rocks. The longer the Void Rays attack the rocks, the stronger they become. Rain comes in and tries to stop it. Now note, he will micro those Void Rays down in a minute here to get vision of the high ground of Warp and Zealots to cause the Marines to split up. Let's see if it works.
Ooh, Void Ray juggling going on, not letting that charge go away, and gonna start warping some units up here on the high ground. He's gotta be careful though, cannot be losing any Void Rays here. Nice micros so far, not losing any, but one is very deep in the red.
Oh, you are kidding me.
Wow, Rain doing a great job of defense right here. Parting may be in some trouble going up and just attacking into these bunkers, but he's lost one Void Ray. The second Void Ray looks like it's gonna go down, and it does. And there is not much left here for Parting. It looks like there is almost no chance for him to win this game.
Yeah, he just busted out and is now cleaning up the remaining pieces on the board here. I don't know if Parting can transition back out of this. He basically has a Stargate that will, no matter what, die. And he has no tech other than that.
GG. Wow. Rain taking game number 2 after we all wrote him off.
Well, I mean, it got spotted, and of course the build order that Rain did basically deflects the Void Ray rush if you are microing right. So.
Yeah, absolutely. And, you know, I think I know what happened that game. You know, he blocked the scouting. He didn't see the command center. So a 3-gate Void Ray all-in is actually very good against Terran cheeses. If you're teching up to a Banshee or something, you can just die to that very easily. So he may have thought that a similar build was happening this game.
You know
what do you guys think?
Yeah, well, yeah. What do the backup nerds think? What do JP and Rob? What do you guys think?
I kind of feel like Parting was just playing a little bit arrogant there. Like he played game 1 and just destroyed Rain.
Well,
and then
he wrote off Rain just like all 3 of you.
Yeah, that's my thoughts on it. Yeah.
How could we have done that?
Like,
Shame
let
on
everyone
us.
down. We're sorry, guys.
I think that was a pretty straightforward game for Rain. And it probably feels pretty good after winning a game like that because you know, it shows that Parting does have holes in his play. The next map is, what is next map, Artosis? Calderium Ultra.
Yeah.
So, JP, Rob, your thoughts on this map? What we're going to see?
What do you got, JP?
I mean, we'll just have to see. Rain might do a lot of drops. I mean, this map is kind of susceptible to that with the wide open main base there. So, I don't know. Like I said, I still think Parting's going to win this, but
yeah,
I mean,
you know,
Rain could just take it all. You never know, really.
It's one of these maps where, you know, you can do you know, one base massing up tier 1 stuff because the entrance is so big. So we could see that. We are going to go to a commercial, and when we come back, we're going to see who will win between Rain and Parting.